Hey guys, welcome to a new video tutorial. Now, first of all, let me start out by saying 84 people may have already seen this video. This was an upload error by YouTube. It basically uploaded this video and then decided that only 84 people were going to be viewing it because it forgot that as a subscriber, people get to see the videos that you upload in their subscriber box. So yeah, thanks for YouTube for that. And I've just decided that I would re-record this video because now I have my new microphone. And I wasn't particularly happy with the audio quality on the other video, and also 84 people saw it. So I spent about 2 days wondering why people weren't viewing it, and then it dawned on me that YouTube is just a pile of shit. Anyway, so I'm going to redo the video, and if you don't know what this video is, you can, because you haven't read the title or something. This is how to hack a WPA encrypted wireless network, and this also works for WPA2. And I've already covered WEP. Now, it dawned on me that people are aware that WEP isn't used as much anymore, so that's why I've decided to do a WPA tutorial. And I'm also learning different wireless attacking methods myself as well. So, like I have done before in my WEP video, this is a Linux box running on my netbook, which has a wireless adapter. I'm connected to a local network via Ethernet. You can see here that I am on a wired connection, so I can use a tight VNC server and then use VNC server viewer even to record the desktop. So when it comes down to wireless hacking, you can see here that all of these wireless networks that my netbook is finding has all been password protected. So I'm going to be attacking this one here, which is VM971144-2G. That is the wireless attack I'm going to be using. Like in the WEP one, a lot of this is the same, and it's really easy to follow along with. So what we're going to do first is we're going to open up a terminal, and we're going to be using something called airmon, and we're going to do airmon-ng start WLAN 0. Now let me explain where WLAN comes from. If I type in ifconfig here, you can see that I have WLAN 0. This is my wireless card. Now, if you do ifconfig and your WLAN is called something else, then just use that for this video. But yeah, we're using WLAN 0 to hack the wireless network, which is going to be password protected. So we do airmon-ng start WLAN 0 and press enter. It's now going to enable something called monitor mode enabled on Mon 0. So Mon 0 is going to be a monitor mode, which will basically allow our interface of WLAN 0 to see all the packets that are floating around in the air. And you can also see here it says found 3 processors that could cause trouble. So I'm going to then just type in kill and then the PID number, so 38 like that. That was the wrong number. So 2898 kill 3028 and kill 3183. So these aren't necessary, but I always choose to do it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is something that people in the comments said I should have done, which was change my MAC address. Now, I'm not sure personally why I need to disable my MAC address, other than the reasons I can think of, that being that it's used for some wireless networks that you need to have a certain MAC address, and also another reason we can change it is so that we know what our MAC address is. So what we do there is we type ifconfig WLAN 0 down, and then we do, oh sorry, no we don't, I'm just going to send that back up again, ifconfig WLAN 0 up, so don't type that. What you want to type is ifconfig mon0 down, and then we're going to do Mac changer, which is a built-in program into Kali Linux, and we're going to do -m, and I'm going to put in a new MAC address. So it's a string of 6 characters, and I'm just going to do like that, and then the wireless network, network card, and then it'll change the MAC address, and then I'm going to put up mon0 up so it's switched back on. Okay, so now we're going to use aerodump-ng mon0, which will show us all the wireless networks that are present in our wireless adapter's range. So you can see straight away that the one we're going to be hacking today has popped up. So what we have here is the encryption method, which is WPA2, the channel number, and the BSSID. So once you've found that channel, just press Ctrl-C and do aerodump-ng. Okay, so I just had a little bit of a brain fart there. Yeah, anyway, let's carry on. aerodump-ng-c, and then you put the channel number, which is displayed up here, so -c1, because that's the channel number. We're then going to do -w, which is going to be the right file, so the file where we're going to keep all this stuff, so I'm going to call mine WPA2. And then we're going to do --BSSID, make sure you have 2 dashes there, and copy and paste the BSSID. By the way, paste on Linux is Ctrl-Shift-V. Okay, apparently it's not. Anyway, I'll paste that in. And then we're going to do --IVS, because we only want to capture IVS packets. And then we're going to do mon0, which is our interface name, and just press enter. Okay, so what we're looking for here is something called a station. And now a station is basically a wireless, a phone or a laptop or something like that that is connected to the internet. Now, this attack will not work unless you have at least one device that's attached to the network. So this could be a laptop or a computer or a phone or a tablet or whatever you can think of. Now, the way this attack is going to work is we are going to basically send a de-authentication request, which will knock off that wireless, the wireless device that's connected to that network. It'll knock it off and then it'll re-authenticate itself. So we'll capture something called a WPA handshake, and then from there we can use aircrack to crack that. Now I'm just going to go and grab my phone so I can verify that all this is working. Okay, so I have my phone and my wireless network is currently the -2G one. So this station here is the wireless device. So in this case it's my phone. Now we're going to leave that open here and we're just going to open up a new terminal. And this is where we're going to send our de-authentication request. So to do that we're going to type in airplay-ng. And with this command there may be a couple of problems that you may run into. So I'm going to show you basically what I would normally type and show you that it doesn't work. So I'm going to do -0, which is basically the code name for de-authentication. We're going to send one request, which will de-authenticate it once, and then I'm going to do dash and -E and type in the SSID, so that's the wireless name, and then I'm going to press enter. So you can see that I've forgotten to put in a wireless card name, so I need to do that again. So -0 1 -E VM7, is it? VM97 1144-2G mon0. Okay, you can see here that I have a couple of errors. Now this is an error that I came across, but you might not come across this error, so you can just go ahead and use this one. However, for mine, it'll say could not determine the current channel for mon0. You should either force the operation with --ignore -1 or apply kernel patch. And then it's also going to say please specify BSSID. So these are errors I came across that the sort of the little guide I was following didn't come across. So the way to fix this is we'll do airplay again, -ng-01. So that's the de-authentication request. Actually, just to neaten things up, we're going to do, first of all, we're going to do --1. Sorry, no, we're not. We're going to do ignore -1. Now, this -1 bit is referring to this here, which we can easily get rid of by doing -1. And then we're going to do --de-authent, no, we're not. We're going to do -01, which is the de-authentication request. The other one would have worked as well, but we'll use this one. And then I'm going to do -A and then put the BSSID number in. And then I'm going to do mon0. And I'm just going to unlock my phone right now so I can see what's the word? Wireless card. So as soon as I press this, it's going to start de-authenticating the thing. Now what we're looking for is up here. Yours might not say fixed channel mon0 -1, but if it does, then you're looking for it to quickly blink WPA handshake. So I'm going to press that, and it'll happen very quickly. I don't know if you guys saw it. Either way, I'm going to wait for my phone to basically connect back to the wireless network, which it'll do automatically. Now I'm pretty sure I saw something move there. There we go. You saw it really quickly then when it just joined the network again. So now all we need to do is just Control-C this, and this is where we're going to do aircrack. Now, you're going to need a word list for aircrack, so basically how this works, it's a brute force attack. Now, I have the old word list that was used in Backtrack, but never made it into Kali Linux. Now, I don't even know what my, what is my website called? My mind has gone completely blank. Ah, I am a retard. Okay, www.jatchtutorials.com. Now, if you go to the downloads page here, we have a darkcode.lst. So you're going to download that. I've re-uploaded it because it took me a while to find it again because it hasn't made it into Kali Linux for some strange reason. But this is a very popular word list that we're going to use. So the download is on Dropbox, and you can see here that all I have to do is copy and paste it, which wasn't what I was intending to do. I will actually going to change that on the website. Anyway, because it's so big, it's going to start crashing now, so I'm going to have to close this off. Right. Ignore the darkcode.lst because it's going to start crashing everything, basically. So we're going to use a different word list. So I'll show you where the word lists are actually stored in Kali Linux. So if you go to Applications, Places, and go to the computer, you're going to go to the File System, you're going to go into the User folder, you're going to go into Share, and you're going to look for a folder called word list. So if you just start typing it, Kali Linux will find it. And here we have word lists. So I'm going to use the mmap.lst word list. Now there's other word lists you can use in here. So you can use any of them. So I'm just going to copy that and I'm going to paste it in my home folder, along with the file that AeroDump has created. So right now I'm going to tell you that the password for my wireless network is 1234567890. Now it only is that because of this tutorial. But basically, the simpler the password, the faster it is to crack. The more complex, the longer it takes to crack. And I'm going to have a video on another cracking method called hashcap. I think it's called that, whichever one uses your GPU, because this one uses your CPU. And if you know from Bitcoin mining and things like that, the GPU is a lot faster processing than the CPU is, surprisingly. Or something like that. Okay, so we're going back to the terminal. We have our word list and we have our cracked file and our WPA handshake. So now we're going to type in aircrack-nd-w and then put in the path of our word list. So ours is mmap.lst. And root is basically where this is actually located. So if I do right click and copy, you can see that if I paste it, that is the directory. If you get rid of the file bit. Anyway, and then you're going to do the file name of this WPA2-01.ivs. Now it's always going to have a -01. So it's WPA2-01.ivs, and then just press enter. Okay, so very quickly there it has cracked the key found. So it says key found, and like I said, the password is 1234567890, which I said it was going to be. Now, the more, like I said, it only had to test 100 keys before it actually found that, which it did at 878 keys a second, or something ridiculous like that. So yeah, that's basically the end of this very quick kind of WPA2 and WPA cracking. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, so if you like this video, please give it a like, and if you didn't, please give it a dislike. All the commands you're going to need for this video you can find on the forums. The link to this will be in the description. If you want, you can use dark code, because as soon as this video is finished recording, I am going to go and change it so you can just download the file instead of it displaying in your web browser and crashing everything. So that is the end of this video tutorial. Like I said, please like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I shall see you again in the next video.